Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel, Quilter Chris. My name is Kristen and I'm really glad you're here. I want to start this off by saying I have a bit of a cold, so I apologize if I look or sound a little bit off. I'm totally fine. It's just the cold's just wearing on me. That's all. I just wanted to do a quick update on what I've been working on and what's coming up. So I have my handy dandy list here, a video on basting quilts and how I do that and kind of what are the different options that you can do, that you have to baste your quilt. So I used all these options that I'm going to talk about, and I'll show those in an upcoming video. And then I'm also going to talk about different ways to finish your quilt. So you all know I have the long arm now, but I've only had it for like a year. I didn't have it before. So I'll talk to you about other ways that you can finish your quilts. And then I'm going to also talk about thrifty ways that you can make quilts. Everyone's a little bit tight on money right now. And so what are some alternatives you can use for supplies in making your quilts? So I'll be watch for those videos coming up. But for today, what have I worked on? What have I finished? So I'll pop up a picture up here about Millie's dresses. That is, you all saw when I was starting to cut that out. This is a quilt by Lori Holt. I finished my top, and here's the pattern. You can print it out from Fat Quarter Shop. I don't remember how much I paid for it or if this was a free download, but if you go to Fat Quarter Shop, you can find it. And then I printed it out. You don't have to print it out. If you have an iPad or a computer, laptop, you can go on there. I'm kind of old. I like the paper. I like to hold it in my hand. So I will have shown you a picture of my quilt. I did not do this last border. I really thought about it, but I liked it with just the stripe border. It's not a super huge quilt. Maybe if you add some more borders, you could probably get it to be up to a twin size. I think mine's a throw size or a hanging size. The fabric I used was by Tasha Noel. This was A Little Sweetness. It is, I've been sewing from my stash, so this was a Fat Quarter bundle that I had. I then used Shine On for the white on white print, and it's an out of print fabric. I just had bought a whole bolt of it, and it's white rainbows on a white background. So that's what I used for my background. Anyway, I have been thinking about how I'm going to quilt it. So I have an extra square, and on this square, I used a water marker. I use these, they're called Japanese water pens. So it looks like this. It's not very big. And it says Leonis water erasable pen made in Japan. So this was an extra block I had. Sometimes I make an extra block, and I drew this on here. It's a little wrinkly because I drew a different pattern on, and I put it in the bathroom sink, rinsed it out, and ironed it, and drew this other pattern on as I could try to figure out how I'm going to quilt it. So I think I'm going to quilt it with some straight lines. You can see on the collar. I'll probably do that on the belt too, and on the sleeves. I don't know if I like this or not. So I'm definitely going to outline here, stitch in the ditch around all these pieces. And then I guess I'll do some straight line and maybe some stippling here on the bodice. I haven't decided yet, but I have to finish the other quilt I have on my long arm first. So what else am I working on? So from another quilter that I follow here on YouTube, and I'll put her name here on the screen. She saw from a quilter she follows about, it's called the after quilt. And basically it's when you have leftovers from a quilt, you can put them in your scrap pile, or you can make another quilt with it. You can also do a backing. I have done that plenty of times where I've made the backing from the leftover fat quarters. So I had been thinking about that, and I have my paper piecing pads, and I got these are also from Fat Quarter Shop. When I used to get their monthly box, I think one of these came in one of those monthly boxes, and maybe another in a holiday box or whatever, but I have 3 of these. So They look a little bit more complicated, but I've been reading about how to do it. So this is my bin for that Millie's Dresses quilt. And I have quite a few fat quarters left from that bundle. So I think I'm going to cut them up and put them on this. And then I will have this quilt to go. I won't use it as the backing. I'm going to use something else as the backing. I don't know what that is yet. So I have enough to make quite a few scrap pieces from that. So my next bin is the Quilted Scarecrow. This is a Lori Holt quilt. So this is a pretty good sized book. I got this book a quilt store near me in Baltimore. I had only recently found them about a year ago, and then the couple who owned it retired. But they had a really good sale, and that's where I got this. And then I did not buy the fabric for it. I have a bin that I keep Lori Holt scraps in, and so I have my quilt all cut out and separated by square. So I hope to get to work finishing that. Maybe I'll finish the top by Thanksgiving. So I don't think I'll get it all quilted by then, but maybe I'll finish it. I will probably cut out a Christmas quilt, but I'm not sure what Christmas quilt I'm going to cut out. I have 2 books. I have Christmas Figs. I bought this a couple of years ago. I think I got it on Amazon. This had been a block of the month, but I bought this. I'm sure I got it on sale because that's how I like to get my books. So this is copyright 2018. So I might have gotten it 2020, 2021, something like that. So this is called Christmas Figs. This is one of those quilts that isn't technically, like, it is a Christmas quilt. That's what the book is. But only because she did it in Christmas colors or Christmas fabric. I mean, technically, I could make this a bunch of times in different colorways, and you wouldn't even know it was sold as a Christmas. So, yeah, I kind of want to do this one. I think this is the one that I want to do, but not 100% sure. Sorry, excuse me. If you're interested, this is Christmas Figs by Joanne Figueroa. It's an Inso Emma pattern, which you can get on Fat Quarter Shop, but you can also get it on Amazon. You might be able to find it at your library, used books. The other one I've also had for quite a while. It's the Lori Holt Vintage Christmas. So I do like her quilts, obviously. And I have some in particular that are marked. This is a good book because it kind of goes, each page is like one pattern. Very similar to how she does the Scarecrow quilt. I have some of the Christmas fabric already. I had meant to make this a couple years ago, and I bought some of the Christmas fabric. And I used it to make things to sell at market. So then I bought some of the Christmas fabric again, and it's just been sitting there. But I don't have that background. I have made this quilt from it. So I have made this one, but I haven't made the vintage Christmas sampler. So that's what I hope to get cut out. What else have I been working on? The only other thing I have, and I will take you over and show you, is here on my long arm. I have this quilt, this block of the month to finish. I tested out these swirls, and you can see I'm using this purple thread. It's a variegated thread, which is hard to get on the camera. I do like this color, but I don't think I'll do the swirls. So I think I've only done a few. I think I'm going to rip this out and I'll start again, and I'll work on that. This is a pretty good sized quilt, so it's going to take me a day or two to quilt it. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. What have you all been working on? Do you like to work on like holiday quilts in the summer, or do you prefer to work on it during the holiday? Because it's hard for me to get into the spirit in the off season, so I usually work on it during the season. I might not finish it that year, but I like to piece it in the season, so work on Christmas quilts during Christmas time. but I'd really hear what you all think about it. So hit me up in the comments. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe, and I'd love to hear from you. All right, see y'all later. Bye-bye now.